Hey guys, this is Trenchy back again to bring you another video. This time I wanted to do something I thought would be fun. I wanted to try to make a tag. I've seen many other people make a tag, and I'm like, I want to try to make one. I've never made one before. I think it would be fun. And um I decided I like monster movies. I do really like monsters in movies and other media. So I decided to make the monster tag. The monster tag. This is what I'm gonna call it. Simple name. The fucking monster tag. You can have the fucking in front if you want to. But yes, the monster tag. And here I got 14 questions, I believe. I went a little overboard on the questions, but I don't know. I think this will be interesting. So, and I'll put it in the description, all the questions. So whoever wants to do this can do this, and I'll try to tag a few people, and hopefully they do it. If they don't, that's fine too. Uh, one. What is your favorite monster movie of all time? Mine has to be Nightbreed. I love Nightbreed. I like that the monsters are the good guys in it, but I like how they do it because the monsters are not like perfect. Not all the monsters are good guys. Some of the monsters are assholes and pricks, and they pretty much make the monsters very human. Because the monsters just want to be left alone and do their own thing. But not all the monsters are gentle and stuff. Some of them like to eat people and do horrific shit, and they're dicks. And I love that aspect of it. I love that the monsters are like, we're not totally evil, but not all of us are good either. We're like people too. Like, they really humanize them in that way. And I really enjoy that aspect of the film. It's really fun. Um, so yes, Nightbreed from the 90s. Number two. What's your favorite type of monster? And I mean, like, like werewolf, vampire, ghost, giants, stuff like that. Um, like anything. My favorite type of monster has to be the werewolf. I love werewolves. I love how these people just turn into these wolf-like creatures. They can't control it. I love the curse aspect of it. I love the brutality that usually comes out of the werewolf and just the rawness of a werewolf. There's very raw sort of power and bestiality. Not bestiality, not bestiality that says, but there's like a bestial impulse. You know what I mean? Just that raw animal instinct and just that animal fury is fun to see on screen. Not bestiality. What the fuck? I was looking for a different word and I said the wrong word. But yes, I go with werewolves, and that was question number two. Question number three. What is the first monster movie you've seen that scared you, and does it still scare you? Okay, first monster movie I seen that scared me was the first actual horror movie I seen, which was It from the 90s. And, it scared me when I first watched it with Tim Curry. I thought it was creepy. This clown thing's coming out of the store. It's teleporting, transforming into different people. It's teleporting around. It's fucking up. It's trying to eat children, and it can climb through the toilets. It can climb through the sinks. I thought anything connected to water, the washing machine. I'm like, shit. I was scared of the shower. I was scared of everything. I thought this thing was gonna pop out of the fucking drain and eat me. That's what I was scared. I was scared I'd be taking a poop one day and it would come up and bite my butt off, and then I would have no butt, and then I couldn't sit anymore. Like, it was very much a big fear. And pretty much got me into horror in a way. So yeah, that was, it does not still scare me. I still like that movie. That movie has a very soft spot in my heart. The original It. 4. What is your favorite giant animal monster film? King Kong from the 30s. There's been a lot of good King Kongs, and that was question 4. But King Kong from the 30s is epic as hell. First of all, it's the movie that introduced us to Kong, the king of the monsters, the eighth wonder of the world. And it's great to see this ape that's like sympathetic. He's very sympathetic, but he's also a little bastard. he trolls the people in this movie. There's a scene where they're trying to get across a log, and he's like tipping the log and shit like a little asshole. He could just kill him then and there, but he's like fucking with him, tipping the log. Giant, little prick, Kong. You a prick. But yes, I love King Kong. 5. Do you think Cabin in the Woods is the best monster film ever? Or not? I do not. It's a good one. Mine is Nightbreed, of course. I think that's the best monster film ever. But Cabin in the Woods is decent. I still enjoyed Cabin in the Woods. I think it paid good tribute to monsters, and I think it was a fun little parody of horror films. While also being its own thing, not being a straight-up parody. Number 6, favorite classic Universal monster. The Wolfman. Of course, I love werewolves again. Dracula's very close. Dracula's very close. I do love Dracula, and I love that movie. But the Wolfman's my favorite. Again, just this guy's cursed, and it fucking sucks, and you can be really, sympathetic towards him, and I am really sympathetic towards Lon Chaney Jr.'s, character in that. I do care about him, and he turns into this beast, but the beast is cool as shit, man. The beast is cool as shit. I love the werewolf. I love it. It's cool as shit. But yeah, I gotta go with Wolfman there. Dracula's very close, and that other one, the lagoon creature, the creature from the Black Lagoon, that one's close as well. But I gotta go with I gotta go with the Wolfman. That was 6. 7. What do you think is an underrated monster film? Brain Damage. Brain Damage is about this movie. Is about this parasite thing that like attaches itself onto the back of the neck of this dude, and pretty much he can talk, and he gets this guy on drugs. He pretty much injects drugs into the back of the victim's neck and uses them while they're under drug trip to go and eat people's brains. But he needs a host to survive, someone to keep him wet, and he pretty much, what he does is, the guy can take him off too, and this is a willing friendship. The guy keeps him around for the drug trips and helps him feed, and Elmer gives him drugs. And Elmer can talk too, the little creature here from this movie. It's very good. Brain Damage is fucking awesome. Very underrated. What is your favorite, okay, what? That was question 7. Okay, question 8 is, what is your favorite movie from any mythology or folklore? And do they have the movie? Do they have a movie? And if yes, do you like the movie? Okay, so first part, I gotta go with the Minotaur from Greek mythology. I love a lot of monsters from mythology, but I like the idea of this bull man in this maze, running around with this axe, giant axe, fucking people up. The very tragic story of him. He didn't want to be born like that. Poseidon's a dick. And yes, he does have the Minotaur does have a movie of his own, called The Minotaur. I think it premiered on the Sci-Fi Channel. I don't know if it's a sci-fi movie. It's okay. It's not the best. It was a decent watch, I'd say. It was fun just to see the Minotaur adapted for a movie about it itself, without just being in, you know, like a Greek mythology movie or something like that, or in Percy Jackson. Okay. Number 8. What is a monster that you think should be used more? So what's a monster, like an underrated monster, you think you should be used more? I think goblins would be fun to see more goblins running around. I always had this weird like of goblins. Like, since like Lord of the Rings and stuff, I wanted to see more goblins. And I read this book as a kid called Goblins in the Castle. It's a kid's book about goblins pretty much coming and trashing a castle. And they get loose in the castle and they fuck it up. And they gotta stop the goblins from taking over the world. And It's a child's book, but still a very fun read. I recommend it. It's by Bruce Colville. If you have a kid, I think it'll be if you want your kid to read, I think this would be a good book. And a lot of his books are very good for that. They're like monster books for kids. Um, kind of like the R.L. Stein in a way. But no, I would like to see goblins. I think you could do a lot with goblins. You could do different types of goblins. I think that would be fun. So yes, I would like to see more goblins. Um, and that was question 9. 10. What is the most... Shit. I can't read what I wrote here. What is the most unique monster you've seen in a movie? Okay. Sorry, I spelled unique weird. I don't know. I couldn't read that for a second. Don't be me, guys. Okay, and that is number 10. What's the most unique monster you've seen in a movie? I gotta say Elmer from Brain Damage. He's very unique in a way. He can talk. He has this relationship with the owner. He gets the owner. His victim, not his owner. His victim. It seems like an owner, but his victim to rely on him, kind of like the Stockholm syndrome thing. It's cool, and he sucks out people's brains. Elmer's pretty cool. I say check out Brain Damage if you haven't seen it. It's a very fun one. Okay, 11. Favorite monster from a non-horror film or TV series. I'm gonna kind of cheat on my own list. I'll say you can even use non-horror books or comics as well on this, because I want to choose Parasite from the Superman comics. I really like Parasite. He's this purple guy, and he's steals people's life force. He feeds on it. Sometimes he actually bites into people and shit. It's really fucked up. Yeah, Parasite's a very cool and unique one, and there is a sense of tragedy to him, even though they do play him off as a dick most of the time, but there are some times where they do give him some tragedy, which is very, very unique. Yes, and that was, question 11. So yeah, I have to go with Parasite. I think Parasite's pretty damn cool. 12. Do you believe in cryptids? If you do, which ones do you believe in? And do you have a favorite cryptid? Okay, so here we go. I do believe in cryptids. I believe in everything. I believe there's a chance that anything's possible. So, I do technically believe that there is a chance there could be a unicorn out there, or a Jersey Devil, or a Melonhead. I believe in everything. I'm another. I believe there's a chance for it. I'm not saying it's real, but I believe there is a chance that this shit could be real. I'm crazy. I have fucking mental issues. You can say it in the comments. But yes, and my favorite one of these has to be the Melonhead. I always like the story of the Melonhead, the folklore behind it. I think it's a cool little modern legend that could or could not be true, even though I went to this guy's channel. He's like, I've been to that mansion. They're not real. And I'm like, yes, they are. I'm going to own one as a pet one day. They are. Yeah, I'm going to own one as a pet. I'm going to find a Melonhead and get it as a pet, because I need a pet Melonhead. Yes, I do. I need a pet Melonhead. And that was question 12. We are almost done, guys. 13. What is your favorite... Wait, what? Favorite Eve? Or monster? Wait, what? I'm sorry, guys. I am not a good writer. I fucked up this question. Well, I'm gonna try to read this back. Man, I fucking forgot some of the questions on my tag, and I write them down, and I write them down wrong. Shit. Word fuck ups. Yeah. What is your favorite? What is your favorite era for monster films? Shit. Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully you guys stuck with me. What is your favorite, like, year for a monster film? I will have these written down in the comment section. I mean, not in the comment section, in my about, not my about section, the description. They will all be typed out good. What's your favorite era? So, like, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. You know what I mean. What is your favorite era for monster films? Well, my favorite monster film came out in the 90s. I like the 30s. The 30s, had a lot of good ones. You had the Dracula coming out. I believe Frankenstein was the 30s. I know Wolfman was the 40s. And then you had, I don't remember what year. I think it was either 30s or 40s for the Invisible Man, which I kind of count him as a monster. In the 20s had Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I'd say probably maybe I know the 50s had a lot of crazy shit going on too. I like the 80s. The 80s had like Gremlins. I think I have to go with the 80s. The 80s had the Gremlins, the reimagination of the Blob, I believe, was 80s. Pumpkinhead, pretty sure was 80s. I'm not good with years, guys. I'm not sure if Predator was 80s. Was Predator's 80s? But yeah, a lot of good werewolf films coming out in the 80s. A lot of good shit was happening in the 80s. So I have to probably go with 80s. But I might put 30s was way up there as well, because 30s was like the start of the Universal Monsters. And I don't, whatever the year with the giant ant movie, that seemed like a good year as well, because I like that giant ant movie with the giant fucking ants. They need to make more giant ant movies. Okay. So yeah, I'll go with 80s. And my last question is 14. Is question 14. You gotta pick one out of these 6 monsters to protect you, while the other 5 are going to try to kill you. Your options are 1 Graboid from Tremors, Pumpkinhead from the original Pumpkinhead, 1 Predator from the original Predator movie, 100 Gremlins from Gremlins. I had to give you 100. Like, we can't just have 1 gremlin. The original Universal Frankenstein's monster, and The Thing from John Carpenter's The Thing. So you got 1 Graboid, Pumpkinhead, Predator, 100 Gremlins, the original Frankenstein's monster, and The Thing from John Carpenter's Thing. You gotta pick one of those monsters is going to protect you, and the other 5 are going to try to kill you. I don't know, I might go with Predator on this. Or Pumpkinhead, he's pretty much indestructible. This is a really hard question. I just made this because I wanted to see your guys' answers. So I'm probably not even going to answer this because I want you guys to be sitting there thinking like, what the fuck? Damn it. But some of you guys might be like might be strategists and be like, oh shit, I'm easily going to pick this person. So yeah, that's my tag. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully it wasn't too long. Hopefully it's not too many questions. I'm going to tag some people from the horror community, of course, because I know that they'll most likely be down to do this, most of them. And if someone doesn't see the video, just pass along that they've been tagged, please. If you know anybody on here that's been tagged, just pass along that they've been tagged. And I'm gonna tag some people from the non-horror community, of course. So who I'm gonna tag is Horrific Nightmares JM, aka Jason. You've been tagged. Bronco Juggalo Talks Movies, aka Brad. You've been tagged. Need Gore, aka Corey. You've been tagged. Jen's Reviews from the Grave, Chaz, Jen, and Christian. You guys have been tagged. Hey, isn't it Devon Graham, aka Andrew? You have been tagged. And that's pretty much it for the horror community for now. And whoever wants to do it can do it. Just fucking do it. Just do it if you want to. And I'm gonna tag Life with Aaron. See if he wants to do it. I'm gonna tag Lion 227. See if he wants to do it. He might be down. And yeah, I think that's it. Or maybe I'll tag Monchichi if he's down. And maybe I'll tag Kooky, because I think Kooky, I know he don't make videos, but yeah. And if you see these people, let them know they're tagged. I probably will too. I'd probably be like, hey, I tagged you in my tag, if you want to do it. Only if. And you guys are not forced to do this. This is just something fun I made. You don't have to do this, but if you want to, the door is open. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a nice day. Stay frosty. This is Trenchy signing off. Beep, bop, boop.